The truth about cauliflower ears. Badge of honor or warning sign? Have you ever seen someone whose ears look like they've been sculpted out of cauliflower, thick, uneven, and scarred? That's not just a random deformity, that's called a cauliflower ear. And believe it or not, it's more than just a strange look. It tells a story, one of pain, training, discipline, and sometimes danger. Today, we're answering the big questions. Who gets them? How do they form? What do they actually look like? Can you prevent them? And why do people instinctively get cautious when they see someone with those ears on the street? What is a cauliflower ear? A cauliflower ear is basically a permanent deformity of the outer ear caused by repeated trauma, friction, or pressure. It's common in full-contact sports where the ears take a beating: wrestling, judo, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, MMA, rugby, even boxing. Inside your ear is a flexible piece of cartilage that gives it shape. When that cartilage gets hit or crushed, a small blood vessel between the skin and cartilage can tear blood or fluid builds up between those layers, forming what doctors call an auricular hematoma. If it's not treated quickly, that pocket of blood cuts off the cartilage's blood supply. Without oxygen, parts of it die and scar tissue forms, leaving the ear permanently thick, lumpy, and misshapen. Who gets it? Cauliflower ears are almost like a badge of honor in certain sports. You'll see them most among wrestlers, grapplers, MMA fighters, and judoka. For many athletes, it's even a kind of silent proof that they've put in the hours. Inside the gym, that ear earns respect, a quiet signal that says, "I've been through it." But it's not limited to combat sports. Rugby players, wrestlers, and even law enforcement officers who do a lot of physical training can develop them too. Studies show that more than 80% of professional wrestlers have some form of cauliflower ear. And the earlier you start, the higher the risk, because the damage builds up over years. How to recognize a cauliflower ear. Once you know what to look for, you'll spot it instantly. Typical signs include thick, uneven skin on the outer ear, lumpy or wavy contours. The ear feels hard, almost like leather. Usually only one ear is more affected, depending on the side the athlete trains on most. In the early stage, right after injury, the ear becomes red, swollen, warm, and tender to touch. That's the point when you can still stop it. If the blood isn't drained in time, the body starts to form scar tissue, and once that happens, the deformity is permanent. Wrestlers often joke, once you reach the cauliflower stage, it's too late for broccoli. What does it look like? Visually, a cauliflower ear looks, well, like cauliflower. That's literally where the name comes from. The surface becomes bumpy, uneven, and knotted. The skin thickens, and the natural folds of the ear disappear. It can look puffed up, crusty, or hardened, depending on how old the injury is. In longtime fighters, the ear can look almost petrified, stiff, and deformed. The color may vary from reddish to bluish, or even yellowish over time. In extreme cases, the swelling can narrow the ear canal, leading to hearing problems. Some people choose surgery to fix it, while others wear it proudly. How to prevent it? The good news: cauliflower ears are preventable if you act quickly. Here are the key ways to stop them from forming. Wear protective headgear. In wrestling, BJJ, and grappling, there are special ear guards or head straps. They keep the ear from being crushed against the mat or an opponent. Many athletes avoid them because they're uncomfortable, but they work. Act fast when it swells. If your ear feels swollen, hot, or tight after training, ice it immediately and see a doctor to have it drained. The earlier you drain the blood, the better your chances of full recovery. Avoid pressure while healing. Don't go back to rolling or sparring until it's completely healed. One more hit can make the damage irreversible. Keep it clean. Infections can make things much worse. Clean mats and good hygiene help prevent complications and cartilage decay. What happens if someone with cauliflower ears attacks you? This might be the most fascinating question, and it explains why people instinctively respect or fear those ears. Someone with cauliflower ears is almost always battle-tested. They've spent hundreds, even thousands of hours in close-contact combat training, learning how to throw, grapple, and control another person's body. They know how to close distance, break balance, and apply pressure with precision. Does that mean everyone with cauliflower ears is dangerous? Of course not. In fact, most are disciplined athletes who know exactly how not to lose control. But if someone like that does decide to fight, it's bad news for their opponent. A trained wrestler can react instinctively, close the gap, take you down, and control you before you even realize what's happening. There's no show, no flashy moves, just pure body mechanics. That's why fighters often say, if you see someone with cauliflower ears on the street, pick a different fight. You'll also see them on bouncers or security staff with combat backgrounds. Not because they're thugs, but because they've spent years training. So the ear isn't a mark of a bully, it's a mark of a fighter. Psychology and perception. It's interesting how much those ears affect how we perceive people. Studies show that individuals with visible combat sport traits, like cauliflower ears, broken noses, or scars, are automatically seen as more dominant and confident. That means they're less likely to be provoked in public. In a way, that ear acts as a natural deterrent, a silent message that says, I know how to fight, think twice. Some fighters even choose not to get surgery because they feel their ear protects them, not physically but socially. Cauliflower ears are more than just a sports injury. They're a symbol of endurance, toughness, and experience, but also a reminder to take care of your body. For those who have them, they tell a story, one written in bruises, sweat, and time. For those who want to avoid them, quick treatment and discipline are all it takes. And for anyone who sees them on the street, remember, that's not a thug, it's usually an athlete, someone who's learned control and whose ears tell the story of what they've overcome. So next time you see someone with cauliflower ears, show some respect. And if you're a fighter yourself, protect your ears. You only get 2 of them. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories about the body, combat, and control.